All right,
That was cool. Hold on. That was fucking cool, bro. That's fucking awesome, man.
Hey, that's how we line up the audio.
Right.
First. Yeah.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's awesome as shit. Hell yeah.
Welcome back to Apartment 3, guys. Today we have a very special guest. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, my name is Miles Lowe, North Las Vegas representative. Make the world feel good. That's all I stand for, man. I'm sorry, that shit was the coolest. That's fucking. I've done a lot of fucking podcasts and interviews and shit like that, but like that shit and like this, the attention to detail and like really. Like actually being professional, not want to say professional, but still being professional and taking this shit serious. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That shit impresses the dog shit out of me, man. So yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I was against it too.
Dude, that shit is awesome, bro.
I was like, I feel like it's tacky.
That's awesome, dude. That shit is amazing.
All right, so do you want to kind of tell the people that don't know a little bit about yourself?
I rap. I'm a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm a radio personality. I'm a fucking dope performer, you know. I sell out shows all in my town of Las Vegas with my best friends. I make my own fucking clothing. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a dreamer. I'm a fighter. You know, I mean, anything that you could think of as a regular person would be, I'm pretty much that, you know. Nice. Like, yeah, man. Oh, and I'm Santa Claus, I guess. I got some gifts.
Oh man!
I see Vic brought the Vic Smith shirt. Shout out to Vic Smith, man. And I wish I knew there would be more people here. I'd have brought more. And if the sizes don't work out, let me know. We can definitely mix it out for you guys. But make the world feel good. You know what it is. Make the world feel good.
This camera right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is your brand, right?
Yeah. I've done a series of songs over the years called Feel Good Music.
All right.
And you know, as I started mentoring, and at first it kind of didn't mean too much. You know, until I kind of found the purpose for it is to make people, you know, feel good, make the world feel good. You know, I'm a generally happy person. I don't get too I'm 50-yard line. You know what I mean? I don't get too high. I don't get too low. I don't get too happy or excited. I don't get too sad or depressed or none of that shit. I'm not too emotional, but I'm also not too, you know, empathetic. You know what I mean? I'm just right in the middle of all my emotions. And a couple years ago, one of my best friends, his name was Jalen, Jay Scott. He was a battle rap. I used to battle rap, and he's a battle rapper as well. He actually lost a fight with depression and took his own life. We're at the same birthday, just a year younger. So like I'm 20, he's 19. Like really like the first real friend I had in college. You know what I mean? And you know, everything he was about to go through in life, I had already just got done going through. From women to grades to school to, you know, rap shit to, you know, you getting that first refund check back from school. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, dude, you should get your fucking books. Oh, I didn't get my books, but I got the J's and I got the PlayStation and I got it's actually his chain that I wear every time I do anything that I feel significant to me. You know, I wear it to all my shows. I take photos in it. There's actually the necklace that he bought with his fucking refund check. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but, you know, noticing that and kind of processing that, it really made me realize that not everybody feels how I feel. Not everybody can go through life and just shake shit off. Some people, it really crushes them. It really hurts them. It really makes them, you know, whatever the fuck goes on in you know, not to downplay mental illness, or whatever the fuck goes on in their head. Like I wouldn't have no idea because I don't go through that. You know, everything's water to a duck to me. But it kind of became like my message. Like, you know, I mean, I want to make the world feel good. Even if it's not the world, I can make one or two people at a time feel good.
Yeah.
Cool. That's my fucking message with it. And, you know, I take that same, that's why I give my all on stage, you know, because I remember there was a time when one of my battles has like 15 million views. It's the it's the highest viewed single battle ever. Like, it's not like one of these parody Eminem, you know, whack parody battles that happen. And it's at like 15 million views right now. But I remember when it hit 1 million views, I was 17 years old. I was a junior was I junior? It was beginning of my senior year in high school. And the whole school was like, bro, like, you're at 999,962, like you're right there. And I'm like, oh shit, like,
yeah.
And I was in first period, and I literally looked around the classroom, and everybody was refreshing their phone because it was like 6 views away. Like they're all trying to be that one that pushes the view up to get to 1 million. And it finally hit 1 million. And like I said, I'm not that emotional, but when shit really happens like that, I cried. Like I went home and I cried because at that point, it's like, man, 1 million views.
Yeah.
I never like what? That's surreal to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is when YouTube was really like at like its height too, like 2011, 2010,
Yeah.
whatever. And shout out Arizona Iced Tea, by the way. You know, I'm trying to get a sponsorship. Arizona, if you are watching this,
Yes.
Hey, I hope you guys
Sponsor?
are watching.
They're very
This man
delicious.
right here.
Very
Sponsor,
delicious.
man.
What's your favorite one?
Oh, the peach.
Is it the
Duh.
peach? The
They're
peach?
all my favorite, but if I had to choose just one to drink, it's going to be the peach one. Yes, sir. Either way, but no, all shit aside though, man, I cried and I went home and I did a verse to. At first, I thought it was Drake's "Closer to My Dreams," but it's really Guapole. I didn't know that. I thought it was just Drake. Oh shit! And then, I did a verse and I kind of copied Drake's style on it. But it's talking about my shit. Like, yo, I just got 1 million views. Like, I'm on now. I didn't know any difference. And a guy had hit me up on, was it MySpace at the time? No, it was Facebook. It was still Facebook. And he hit me up. Oh no, so it was YouTube. He had commented on my YouTube and DM me on my YouTube channel. It was like, man, I checked your song Dreams and that shit changed my life. I'm like, wait, what? Like, okay, cool. Like, thank you, salute. Like, I mean, I've heard, not to sound big or too arrogant, but like I've heard that 1 million times.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, your shit's hot, you're dope. So eventually it's kind of like, all right, cool, thank you. Like, appreciate your support, but I still got work to do. But he's like, no, like it really changed my life. I'm like, all right, man, what do you mean? And he said he was battling with depression. Mind you, I'm 17. I don't know the difference at this time. He's like, I'm battling with depression, and music was the only thing that made him feel better. And he had decided that, music, he had a playlist on YouTube, and it let whatever came up next was going to be what he would listen to, and it never helped. Nothing helped. And he had saw my name on the suggested videos on the side. And so he clicked on it. But he had to determine in his mind that, if this doesn't work, this is going to be the last song I ever play. I'm like, wow, okay. So he played it. And as he played it, he listened and he bobbed his head and he played it again and started crying. The third time he unloaded the gun. I'm like, wait, what?
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm
That's
like,
a crazy story.
but that's crazy to me, especially. I'm like, I didn't say shit. I don't know you. You know what I mean? I don't want to say I don't care, but I didn't do this for you. Like, for real, like my little life story that I just told about 17-year-old reaching 1 million views made you that. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I could make you feel good. You know what I mean? And that's when I started doing songs called Feel Good Music, because I really want to help somebody, which is why I wish I would have known my friend Jalen was going through it, because if I'd have known that, who knows what I could have done or how I could have talked to him, because he was really like a little brother to me. But yeah, that's kind of long-winded version of why Make the World Feel Good is my slogan.
Yeah, well, it's a great backstory, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. Do you still talk to that guy?
No. I never talked to him again after that. Yeah.
That's still amazing.
Yeah.
That you can have, like you said, you weren't any intent on doing anything and literally save somebody's life.
Yeah,
It's
music
amazing.
just has like a crazy impact on people's lives all
Yeah,
the time.
man. Yeah. You never know who's watching or who's, paying attention or who's or who takes what you're saying serious. I've learned that through mentoring and coaching as well, that, some people are really listening to every word you say. Some people really are taking your shit to heart and to head, and you kind of, I feel like you have a responsibility to them if you want the responsibility. Some people can say F it, but I'm not that kind of person. I really think like, if you're listening, I got to tell you something. And that's why I don't get too many like bullshit songs. Like a lot of my songs are stories. That's why it's hard for me to come up with projects and whatever, because I gotta live a little bit. I gotta have something to talk to you about.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know, man.
So, currently reside in Vegas. Were you born and raised here?
No, I was born in the IE, but I've been here since I was a baby. So this is definitely home for me, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you said from the IE. So we're actually 30 minutes outside. We're the high desert.
Yeah.
So we kind of know how the IE is. So how is it compared different from
I don't know.
Vegas?
I don't know. Like
No?
this is home,
Yeah,
man.
home
Like
too.
if I go
Okay.
there, like I go to see family. I go for, a birthday or to kick it, but I don't really have to. I don't have no
You don't-
friends out there. I don't really.
So it's out there, family come back.
Exactly, man. So I have no idea.
Basically moved out here at like a very young age.
Very young. I think I just turned like 2, maybe even younger than that. So, but yeah, I grew up out here, went to school out here.
So Vegas is technically home. Now.
Yeah, Vegas is home. Vegas is home. Yeah, I'm from Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, do you think Vegas is like a great place for music artists to be in, or?
To be determined, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we got so many talented artists out here, from the people who you guys are interviewing to the people who, who are up and coming, who are just trying to, whatever. There's so many people in so many different genres. So many great people have come from Vegas. People from like Imagine Dragons, are from fucking Las Vegas. There's a rapper named Dizzy Wright, who's from here. And I think like there's a lot of opportunity out here, but I don't think there's enough focus on the city to quite yet, for this to be like a hub, like Atlanta's a hub, or LA's a hub, New York's a hub, Miami's a hub, Houston is a hub. They have their own culture. And a lot of our culture is mainly, I guess, maybe more LA based.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like a lot of people refer to us like LA Junior. Like people come when they can't make it in LA, they come to Vegas. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's talent for something to happen out here, but I think it doesn't seem far away, but because we're closer than we were. Because I've been on the scene for forever, since I was about 13, 14. But we still got a little ways to go. Everybody does.
So I asked Vic this question. If an opportunity came up in one of those hubs you were talking about, would you, obviously depending on the opportunity, would you consider moving out to like the LA, the New York?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to. I mean, one of the show, I do radio. Like I said, I work for iHeartRadio and the Michael Baisden Show and 88.1 out here. And we have a show called, like sometimes you got to pack up and move. Sometimes the shit you want in your life, the goals, the dreams, the love, isn't in your same fucking neighborhood. Yeah. Some people spend their whole lives in one town and never travel. I've never been out their own state, and never been out their own city, never been out their own neighborhood. Sometimes they have to go to a different country. To find that person or that opportunity or that whatever. Yeah. So, no. You're gonna have to eventually leave. Unless you're that one in a million who just gets found randomly because your image is super weird or dope. You know what I mean? So, but eventually you're gonna have to leave your damn hometown to make something happen, I think.
So when did you first start getting into music?
I never thought of that. I never thought about like when I kind of got into it. I know I've always loved it. I know my cousins and my brother used to rap like at my grandma's house or whatever. And I remember one time, like I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking of something in my head while they're rapping. Okay, cool. When it gets to my turn, I know what I'm gonna say now, and it was cool. And I liked it. And I kind of did like a hobby. I remember like elementary school and middle school, it was more of a hobby-ish. Like I knew it's like, you're talented at something. Like, hey, I know I'm fast. I don't know I'm a good track runner yet. You know what I mean? I know I'm strong, but I don't know I'm a good linebacker. Yeah.
It's like the foundation was there, but you haven't built on it yet.
Right, the skill was there. And once people started liking it and people started really fucking with it, I think it was like my freshman year of high school, I started recording myself. This was MySpace.
Yeah.
This was MySpace. I made a music MySpace page. My mom didn't let me have MySpace, but I made one anyway.
That's exactly how it was. My mom was like, no, don't do that. And my friend back in the day, he was like, let's just make one.
Right.
Made it. Mom found out. Pissed. Don't talk to that kid no more. I was like, went to the school next day. Hey, my mom found out, said don't talk to you.
Right.
But she's not at school.
Right.
So.
And also MP3 players.
Yeah.
Had fucking MP3 players. This was before. And for all like the kids that watch, like this is some ancient shit. Like there was no music on your phone. We still had flip phones and the sidekicks and shit. Like, you didn't have Apple Music and Spotify and shit like that. But I was recording my own music. I couldn't mix it. I couldn't master it. I couldn't make my own beats. I was stealing beats off. There was a website called SoundClick, right? It was like SoundCloud before, but it was mainly for producers and shit. And I was stealing beats from there, and I was just rapping, just raw rapping, just because like, okay, cool. I finally got a microphone. I got my own computer, and I got LimeWire, and you know what I mean? I got all this shit. I got a MySpace page. Like, hell yeah, the juices were flowing. And I remember we had our first freshman year football game. And I took my little MP3 player. First time on like the bus with like a team. 'Cause I was always doing like Pop Warner before that. But it's our first game. And I got my MP3 player, and that motherfucker got passed between everybody on the damn bus, and everybody's reaction was the same every time. Everybody was hype. Everybody loved it. And then we finally get to school. It was before the school years. Then we finally get to school, and you know they're like, "Oh yeah, man, y'all know my man Miles right here." I played football, but the football team knew me more for music than fucking football. I was good at football. Like I was fast. I could run, but I hated being hit. You know what I'm saying? That's where the disconnect was. Here, I'm good at what I do, and people like it, and I'm talented, and I'm getting yards, I'm getting the touchdowns. People fuck with it. You know what I mean? But that's kind of when I started taking it serious. When I was like, okay, cool, I love this shit now. I love it. And I started practicing, and I don't want to say perfecting my craft because I'm still working on it, but that was definitely probably the main building block for where I got to be now. You know?
And then you said you eventually got into battle rap. When was that?
I was 14, but I lied till I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's that? My sophomore year of high school, like right at the end of my freshman year, like that summer, going into my sophomore year. Cause like I've always loved my dad. He was big. He used to always play like rap all the time. He's from New Jersey. So he'd always play New York Cats or whatever, and like the Eric B and Rakim. Shout out Eric B. That's one of like my big homies as well. But when he played Nas Illmatic, and that second song Ether came on, what? Fuck Jay-Z. Like, oh shit,
That's what we're doing.
fuck Jay-Z. Jay-Z, like that's Jay-Z. What? And he just started going. I'm like, oh my God. That was my favorite. I used to call into the radio station and request that song. That wasn't even like a single, but I was like, I gotta hear this as much as I can. This is dope. What? That shit. And my brother played the Takeover for me. I'm like, oh shit, like they're talking shit to each other. Like this isn't just he doesn't like him. They're talking shit to each other back and forth. Like, oh, what's next? You know what I mean? And then fucking 50 Cent dropped. Get Rich or Die Trying dropped. The motherfuckers are like I about stole my brother's CD player and took it. It's like, once again, young kid. It's like 01, 02 or whatever, Get Rich or Die Trying drop. And I took his CD player to elementary school and was playing this shit like as much, like as often as secretive as I can. Got in trouble, got caught with it, but still. Like, what? So like I've always loved the competitiveness of battle rap. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're better than me? Well, guess what? Your mom's a bitch. Oh, wait, what? My mom's a bitch? Well, I had sex with your girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this, the simplest forms of that. I'm better than you. You suck. Here's why.
Yeah.
Your girl likes me more than you. My gun is bigger than your gun. Like, I got more money than you. Like, the simple shit talk, like, bag all the time. I talk shit and joke. So, like, the simple back and forth and the reaction is what always drew me to it, man. So,
and like instances like that where you're battle rapping, does the crowd really play into how well you do, or like how you're feeling on the battle rap?
It can affect it. It can. When you got something good, like it's just like your music. Like hey, if you feel it in the moment and you feel like it's the right thing to say or the right thing to do, then that's all the gratification you should need to proceed with it. But if the crowd isn't reacting to it, or if it's a biased crowd, you're not in your hometown or you're with somebody else's neighborhood, then it can kind of get to you and kind of get you down. But you still gotta do your thing. You gotta do you. You can't fake the funk, and people can see when you're faking the funk.
So do you have any music? You can hear me. I don't know why I'm saying that. Any musical influences that differ from the battle rap and just your feel good music? Do you have two different influences, or do they kind of just one?
As far as musically, I've always been. I'm not a cool guy. I'm cool, but I'm not like captain of the varsity football team. Cool. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm just a good fucking person that people like to be around. So so once it kind of transitioned, you know, from being a gangster cool guy music scene to where now you can be yourself, and I started seeing people kind of be themselves, as well as, you know, saying being skilled, you know, people like Ludacris, you know what I mean, who can rap his ass off, but he's goofy, you know, he does goofy ass videos and shit. Drake's another person who keeps his feelings on Front Street, you know what I mean. Big Sean, corny as fuck. That's my favorite rapper, and I was this close to signing with him at one point in time.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and maybe I wasn't. I don't know how real the opportunity really was, but it was a real opportunity. You know what I mean? But he's corny as shit. You know, it's like the corniest shit in the world, but he's so fucking talented to me. You know what I mean?
I really think Big Sean's an underrated artist.
He's so underrated, but I see why he's underrated. You know what I mean? Because he's great at a lot of things, but he's not a master of.
Yeah,
You know, at a level of the people who people rank above him, the Drakes, the Coles, the Kendricks, the whatever's on your spectrum of music. But yeah, corny as shit, but he's so fucking talented though. He's fucking talented as hell, and he's himself when he raps, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what kind of influenced me musically today to kind of stand true to myself, you know what I mean? Feel good music. Yep.
So I think right now we're gonna actually take a break. Time for an ad.
Yes.
So we'll catch you right back.
Be right back.
Hey.
All right, guys.
That's just so cool to me, yo. That's just so cool, man.
It's cool seeing how excited you get because it's like something so little that we were like, do we really want to do this? But it's like,
Oh yeah, it's just as easy to clap. But
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But still, it's
like you
that's
said.
fucking awesome, bro. That's so fucking awesome, man. Little shit like that, man. Question for you guys, though. How long have you, this is me getting to my radio part, too.
Go
How
ahead.
long have you guys been doing the podcast for, per se?
total probably like 6 months.
Gotcha.
But just this last like 2 months, we started reaching out to musical artists, influencers, stuff like that. Feel like kind of helps us grow, reach out, kind of learn more that we didn't.
Yeah.
Like kind of Joe Rogan, for example, he has just a wide array of just different type of people. And it's cool being able to meet other people, see their background and how they grew up compared to ours.
What made you guys want to get into it, though? I mean,
So we basically, when we first wanted to start doing podcasting, I think we were at your house, and we were just like, bro, the things that like we say just like randomly, our conversations, we just thought it was so fucking funny. I was like, this would be great on a podcast. And then we have similar tastes in like sports, music. And I was like, why don't we base a podcast around our interests? Music. We did a lot of basketball talk and like Twitter events. News popped off. And then we sort of did that, but then I was like, yo, I want to get like some guests on here and all sorts of stuff, like a traditional podcast. Because at first all we did was new music
Just
came
you guys,
out.
yeah.
We talk about the new music, new albums, stuff like that. But I was like, if we really want to like start growing this podcast, we should take it serious, get some guests on here, stuff like that.
so like, by the way, Apartment 3 podcast, by the way, I am Miles Lowe, your new host for the rest of the interview. No, I'm just curious. I like learning about other people as well, though, man. How old are you guys?
I'm 22.
And I'm 23.
23. Okay, that's dope though, man. 'Cause I'm looking at this, the equipment, the setup, the dedication, the team you have with you guys. You know what I mean? It takes a team, it takes a village to really kind of get anything going. You know, I used to think that myself, that you would have to do it all yourself, do it all alone. You know, hey, I'm a solo man. You know, I don't need this, I don't need that. Now, oh boy, was I wrong? You know what I mean? Like, so it's just dope to see, like, you know, in 6 months and just the idea and just the spur. That's why I love the time we in too, though, because you know what I mean. Like, I was doing college radio when I was a freshman in college. You know, and I'm 25 right now, and you know, this was before podcasting was cool. But if I'd have thought about it, like, damn, I could have been a pioneer podcaster.
Yeah.
I was bringing in guests and local artists and other major artists, you know, mainly from Southern California, like the Bay Area was hot, like I Am Sue and Sage the Gemini, shit like that were really on. You know, I used to do that. I had a little DJ and it was like a live radio show, but it really was a podcast. You know what I'm saying? If I just had camera set up, that's content for years. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's documenting what you do as opposed to just recording and putting it on SoundCloud. But to see you know, what you guys got going on in 6 months, man. Like that deserves a fucking pound in the back for you guys, man. So, you know,
Appreciate
like that's no, for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
definitely crazy thinking. Seeing our first like video we ever did, we had like $30 mics, and then we had like a soundboard that we found was like, oh, we basically spent like only like $300, just like our whole setup. And I had the camera because I do photography as like a side hobby thing. And then I said, I have this camera. And there was like, all right, $300. And now that we were like 6 months into it, we spent so much money. Just like, yeah, we really like doing the podcast a lot.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest, even if it doesn't blow up, we don't get anything out of it. It's fun for us.
Yeah.
Like
it's an experience.
Yeah,
definitely.
we were able to come out here on a weekend, like I said, meet new people and just have
That's
fun.
something you guys
with
do
it.
to show your fucking kids one day, man. Think about that.
definitely.
Like, that's one thing. Now that I'm 25, and I see more of my friends are either dying or in jail or getting married or something. Like, man, I'm gonna have kids one day. I'm gonna have fucking kids, yo. Like, and they're gonna see some shit. They're gonna be like, yo, damn, dad, like you used to like Big Sean, dad, like you liked Ether by by Nas. That was so, you know, gay. Like, it was so toxic. That's the word everybody uses. It's so toxic. Like he called him gay, dad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but one day that's gonna be like my shit. I can show my kids. Like,
we were just actually talking on the ride up here, talking about how it's crazy to think when we're like 60, 70-year-old, we're gonna be listening to T-Pain, Lil Wayne, all these up Drake, and then our kids will be like, what?
When we're in 20 years, because we on the radio station I work at, we have Take Me Back Tuesdays and Throwback Thursdays. I mean, on Classic Thursday. And Classic Thursday, like there's a bunch of older people that work at the station with me, and they hear Frankie Beverly and Maze or James Brown, and they get in the mode. They're like, oh shit, like I was, you know, a little kid when my mom used to play this record, and like think about it. One day, our classic songs are gonna be fucking boot up. You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah, it's just like
fucking Redbone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our grandkids gonna hear it the same way like we hear Elvis. Like, is it gonna be the same? Like, it's crazy to think about like that far down the line.
Probably Old Town Road is gonna be, you know, somebody's gonna be like, that's what the fuck y'all listening to.
We're not gonna be able to get away from
what
that.
is this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you recently just did a show, right, in Brooklyn Bowl.
Brooklyn Bowl, yes, sir.
You want to touch on that a little bit?
So Brooklyn Bowl is probably the largest concert hall that a local artist can really touch right now, as opposed to like our version, like Madison Square Gardens and Staples Center would be like the T-Mobile Arena, or MGM Grand, where they have all Floyd's boxing matches and shit, and Vegas Golden Knight games and award shows and shit. But Brooklyn Bowl is pretty fucking huge. I think it's like 2,400 is what it feels from top to bottom.
That's at the link?
Right by the link, yeah. The link is the little shopping mall area right by where the big ass Ferris wheel is. Yeah. I don't know what the name of it is. The Ferris, I call it the big ass Ferris wheel.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, everyone knows. Okay, you can see it's the big ass Ferris wheel. Okay, cool. Exactly. Is that a big ass Ferris wheel? Yeah, that's the big ass Ferris wheel that Miles was talking about. But it's right there. And we actually got a chance to open for a group from Carolina called Little Brother. And, you know, we had been doing so many different shows, me and my crew, FCC, this whole year. You know, for like the past 17 months, we kind of started like, hey, you know, let's do a band. Let's start playing with a band. And because our producer, Noise, he's a musician. Like, not a producer, not one of these Fruity Loop beat makers. He's a fucking musician. He can drum, he can play keys, he can play bass, he can probably play saxophone, you know what I mean? But he's a fucking musician, and he was a band geek. You know what I mean? Like, he was not, once again, not a cool guy, you know what I mean? But like, he's a cool dude, but he's not the fucking most popular kid in the world. You gotta be a model now. Like, he's fucking a drummer that play on the fucking drum line. You know what I mean? And through that, he's met so many different musicians. So when it comes time to put together a fucking band, he knows all the right people to call. So we started doing with the band as a unit at this little bar right around the corner from here, actually. It's called Money Plays. I don't know if it's shut down now, but this was last August, right before my birthday. And it's the first time having the band. And from there was a guy named Mike Xavier, who's really becoming a big deal out here. You know, shout out to Mike Xavier. He does a monthly show at this little bar downtown. It's not really a little bar, but it's definitely a bigger step up than the Money Plays bar. Downtown is called Bunkhouse. And he asked me and he asked Vic to do his showcase on separate months after seeing the band. We did that. We killed it. We, brought so many people, because we're both well-known people in the town on the music scene. That with our friends and our family and, old people who are like, oh yeah, man, I can't wait to come, like old friends and, acquaintances. And from there, he asked us to do his album release party for him at this place called Vinyl at the Hard Rock on Paradise. There's a Hard Rock on the Strip and actually a Hard Rock Hotel and Casino a couple miles away from the Strip. He asked us to do that show with him. Nobody else, no other opener. Mind you, he's another well-known person that knows a lot of people who have more followings, who have X, Y, and Z more than us. But he asked me and Vic to do it. No other artists, no openers. I mean, it's just us and our bands. You know what I mean? He had a band as well that a lot of our members playing. And from there, it kind of... And we sold that bitch out. We sold that bitch. 3 local artists and our fucking friends sold out that motherfucking venue. No promoters, no radio play, none of that shit. We got on our motherfucking grind, got in our cars and delivered tickets to motherfuckers and sold that bitch the fuck out.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, and coming from just being at a little hole in the wall bar where the only thing we have to do is make sure motherfuckers buy drinks. Like, we just sold this motherfucker out. Fucking awesome. Couple months later, I said Airbnb Rakim, Eric B used to do radio with me out here. And him and Rakim are back on the reunion tour. He hears about me selling out the goddamn Vinyl and is like, hey, we're at House of Blues. This bitch is sold out too. I need you to open for me. You can't bring your band because it's the opening act. It's only gonna be like 10 minutes or whatever, but I need you to do that for me too. Another sold out show on the Strip. There's another venue, the other Hard Rock on the Strip that Mike Xavier put on another show that he's like, hey man, I need you guys to come do this, whatever. That one didn't sell out, but all the tickets we got for ourselves, we ended up getting them all out. Me and Vic did. And rock that shit. Now there's another guy whose name is David. He does great promoter out here. And he got the Little Brother show, the chance to promote for that. Ooh, excuse me. And he called on us to open up for Little Brother. And now the Brooklyn Bowl, it was special. Every stage has been special to me, but this one was real special because I spoke about man Dizzy Wright earlier. He's probably like the only local artist to really sell that bitch out. You know what I mean? And Mike Xavier came close, but he didn't sell it out how Dizzy had it sold out before. I've seen it with my own eyes. 2,400. Like, I've seen people outside like, bro, I'm trying to get in. No, it's sold out. Miles, can you get me in? No. And I've always been everybody's plus one. Everybody's little homie. Oh, that's the dude does radio. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Oh, but he rap too. You know what I mean? I ain't even do that spit on you either. But,
no, you're fine.
Yeah. But to actually be on that stage and to have motherfuckers, I've always been that dude like, okay, I know I can do it. But to finally be there to where motherfuckers come to see me and I got a table in the back with all my own hand pressed fucking merch. And I've been rehearsing for 2 months with all of the dopest musicians I know, that I talk to on a regular basis here with me. And my mom's there and my dad's here and the camera's right there. And I got my J. Scott chain on. Like, fuck yeah. Once again, what did my non-emotional ass do backstage? I cried my ass off, cried my eyes out. So, all that to be said, man, that was the fucking dopest moment of my life so far. Definitely one of the dopest moments.
It sounds incredible. It definitely does. Yeah. So, did you want to get to the freestyle?
It's up to you, man. If you got more questions, man, I'm here for it. If you want to rap, I can rap. It's whatever.
We'll do the freestyle and then we'll continue with some more questions. All right. Let's see what we got.
By the way, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Miles Low Music. I got a nonprofit I'm starting up soon for kids who are missing a sense, that are either blind or deaf or just regular inner city youth, teaching about the music industry. I'm going to call it Love at First Sound. It's actually the first time I'm actually saying it out loud, to public forum, whatever. Love at First Sound will be coming in the top of 2020. But yeah, teaching them everything about the music industry, from doing what we're doing right now to doing what, running cameras and running boards, to sound engineering, to stage hand lighting, to, you can rap too, or you can DJ too, or you can be a fucking entertainment lawyer. You know what I mean? You can be a radio DJ. You can be one of these DJs on the strip that don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just pressing play on a button and making 100,000 a night. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's amazing.
With a dead mouse mask on, to where nobody, you're not even looking at what you're doing. You're not even fucking looking at the fucking board. What do you mean? Your hands are up in the air. You didn't transition that song. What the fuck you mean? This blind little 20-year-old kid who just wants to be a DJ until he went blind can't do that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Love at First Sound coming very soon.
That's amazing.
All right, let's see. First one that pops up.
Look, a man with a mission is nothing to hide. A plan and a vision is nothing but pride. Woo, okay, yeah. Yeah. So a man with a mission is nothing to hide. A pad and a pen and I'm finna unwind. They wanted the vibes, I fucking provide. Yeah, they wanted the vibes, I fucking provide. It's the shit you play when you drunk and you drive. Anyone who knows me know that's when I'm alive. So you cool in real life and you buzzing online. Yeah, you grinding, but your ethic got nothings on mine, nigga. Yeah, stuck in the grind. Stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. I'm stuck in a way, she stuck on my mind. Yeah, stuck in this grind, I stuck in the grind. You giving your soul, I fucking decline. You wanted it now, I wanted some time. You shucking, you jive, you ducking, you hide. You suffer from pain, I suffer from pride. I get it right for the missus who give me life. And my niggas right here in my corner at any fight, any given night. Hope they ain't blinded by city lights, cause the city's like FCC and Dizzy Wright. That's why I feel like I'ma put them back in their place. Type to stab you in the back, then try and laugh in your face. Trying to catch up to me is finna catch you a case. Cause the over silver line is when I'm wrapping my plate. That's when I'm gone. Tell my moms I'll be back soon enough. Suited up, get your suitcase packed, we moving up. I'ma do it cause you swear that you couldn't do enough, but it's Gucci now. Go hit the town with your Louis clutch, but I swear, feel like I be wasting my time. Till I see I'm VIP while niggas waiting in line. Plus I was on my way to LA, had a meeting with Sean, his stepbrother who bad yay was putting me on. See, we was that close. Walked every avenue in them back roads. Never turned down no phase. You can ask Rose. Lost a few kings on the way. You know how that goes. This city finna be my shoulder pads till my back broke, bitch. Yeah, stuck in the grind. Yeah, I'm stuck in this grind. I'm stuck in the grind. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
That was nice.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I can tell you felt that a lot more than
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. So we're actually gonna take another ad break right now, and then we'll be right back after this.
Arizona beaches. Arizona.
Good. There you go.
Thank you.
And we're back. Round 3. So. You talked a little bit about your nonprofit that you're going to be working on. You want to touch on that a little more?
I said that I want to call it Love at First Sound. Mm-hmm. I got the inspiration when I know I always want to do something in the community. You know, I've always done community work. I've always volunteered. I've always, you know, I'm a nice person. Once again, make the world feel good. And there was my little cousin. Name's JJ. Hopefully she watches this. She's probably a little too young right now with all the cussing. The parents probably won't let her, but fuck it. I'll show it to her anyway. Hi, JJ, by the way. She and my little cousins are like, they're like an essential lifeline for me. I'm the youngest sibling. I only have one older brother, but he's 7 years older than me. So when I went to middle school, he was already in college. You know what I'm saying? So like them crucial years, it was kind of not just me, but still it kind of felt like, you know, I had a brother who was too old to relate to what I was going through or what, you know, like that brother who you can see every day and fight with and go to school. I've never had that. And I never had any younger siblings until my little cousins started popping up. So they're like the little brothers and sisters I never had. So I love them to death. And, you know, my goal was always to be, you know, super famous and be like, oh yeah, that's my cousin. You know what I mean? Before they graduate high school. But I got one who's a junior right now. So I might miss her, but I'm grinding hard for the other ones. Yeah. Either way, my cousin Jadea, she had a friend. I was doing a radio morning show. She had a friend who went to pick her up one day. And she's like, oh, Miles, hold on. One of my friends wants to meet you. I'm like, one of your friends? Like, you're 9. Like, what do you... Okay, like, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
So she goes, Dylan, come outside. So he comes outside. I was like, oh shit, you're Miles from the Morning Mayhem show, and oh my god, we listen to you on the bus every morning. Like, oh, that's dope. A lot of bus drivers listen to radio still in their buses. Yeah, we listen to you guys every morning, man. I love you guys, man. You're my favorite. Yada yada, whoopty whoopty woo. You know, it'd be dope if you shout me out on the radio tomorrow. Like, okay, it's Friday, so I don't work tomorrow, but I got you Monday for sure, Dylan. Oh, okay, cool. And I'm kind of like moving around, but he keeps staring straight ahead, and every time I talk, he would move. I found out he was blind. So I shot him out on a Monday, and it makes his fucking day. Like, his mom and everybody called me like, yo, he was the man on the bus. They loved him for that shit. So his birthday came around. He's like, hey, you know, it'd be dope, Miles, if you shout me out again. And I called him, Mom. I'm like, yo, hey, let's see if we can get him to come to the station, actually be on the show. You know? So he comes to the station. Mind you, he's blind. He doesn't know where he's at. Or at least I don't think he knew where he was at, because he was kind of surprised when they got out the car. He's like, Mom, where are we? You know, like, I'm like, Dylan D. I'm like, oh my God, are we at 88? Is that Miles Lowe? Oh my God. I took him into the studio and, you know, showed him where everything is at. You know, like, in the sense of showed him, you know, all right, Dylan, so, you know, here's my mic, here's your mic, here's the guest mic, here's the board, here's the DJ pod, here's the talk show room, here's the headphone amp, here's the phones, and, you know, here's whatever's over here. So, like, close your eyes and think. He's like, okay, here's your mic, here's my mic, here's the guest mic, here's the board, here's the headphone amp, here's the phones. And I'm like, damn, like, there are people who work there who don't know, who still call and ask where everything is at. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, damn, you off muscle memory? Like, you touch it once and now you're like, okay, wait, boom, boom, boom. Headphone amp. I'm like, yeah, dude, like, damn, what? Hold on, I'll put him in front of his microphone. I'm all right, Dylan, so your mic's right here, you feel it's right here in front of you. Is that close enough for you? Okay, cool. Put the headphones on them. All right, so when you hear my voice and I say go, we're live on the air, Dylan. We're live. Okay, cool. Turn the mic on. KCP Power 8 the People Station. I am Miles Lowe. This is the Morning Mayhem Show. DJ Benzo live in the mix on this fabulous, fantastic Friday. Special guest in the building, guys. A guy who's been listening to 88 every morning. In the school bus, celebrating his 11th, might have been 10th, I don't know. Celebrating his 11th birthday, my man, special guest of honor, Dylan Diaz. Oh, snap, what's going on, man? Like, this whole, like, you know, being came out of him. And I'm like, and like, it caught us all off guard, because we weren't expecting it. You know, we talk to kids all the time. They're like, you know, hi, Las Vegas. I'm Brianna, and I'm 4. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but he's like, what's up? Like, he was ready for it. He was excited. I'm like, damn, like, you know, and I asked him, like, man, what do you want to be when you grow up? He's like, man, I always wanted to be a DJ. And, you know, I talked to him off the air, and he, you know, he said something to the point of, like, you know, it probably not going to happen now that he's blind. You know what I mean? I'm like, bullshit, bro. You can learn anything, bro. Like, it's 2020 now. Like, fuck no, bro. You can be whatever the fuck you want to be, dude. You want to be a DJ? We're going to take you into this goddamn DJ booth right now. What song do you want to hear, Dylan? What song do you want to hear? And I'll let you play it right now live for 88. You're going to play it after these commercials. What song do you want to hear? You know what the fuck this little kid said? Mind you, little white kid. White kid, bro. He said, man, if I had to pick any song, I'm going to go with Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's awesome.
Coolio's right. Gangsta Paradise coming up next. You know what I mean? Like, so like, and that really inspired me. Like, bro, you can do anything. You know what I mean? And I want to be the person to help you. Like, just to see that joy on his face from just, hey, shout out Dylan Diaz. It's, you know, he came up to me on Friday and wanted to be shout out today. You know, it's like shit like that. Like, make the world feel good. Back of that, like shit like that is all it takes to make somebody's day. A shout out. A like on their post, you know, an opportunity to just hit play on the button. Like, you didn't mix the song and you hit play on the button and drop the needle. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it takes to make somebody's fucking day. A little kid at that, like that's innocent, that is hasn't wronged anybody, isn't a fucking menace, isn't, you know, even if they are a menace, you know what I mean? We've all done dumb shit in our fucking time. You know what I mean? Nah, man, I want that to be. Like I said, we're going to have kids one day. You know what I mean? And I want that to be my legacy. Like, you know what? Hey, Miles did everything he could, used every platform he could, every platform he had, every connection he had, every cent that he could spare, you know, that wasn't in his own mouth to make the world feel good, you know, literally. And that kind of, like I said, that's why I said it kind of became my purpose in life, is to make the world feel good or help make people's lives better, you know, because not everybody can be like me. Not everybody can be at the right place at the right time, or meet the right people, or shake the hands, or be charismatic, or be an extrovert. Everybody's introverted. I'm not. I'm fucking life of the party at every party. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my whole plan with that nonprofit, man. Coaching football, you know, I work with inner city youth, and I see them. You know, the school system here in Nevada is fucked up. We're like Clark County is like we're like the 51st out of 50 states, like that, right, including Puerto Rico. Like we were like, for like a while, we're like last in the fucking world in education. And the Raiders came, and they'll be here next season. Yeah. They were short like $1 million. Something, they were short. How you short, you know, for the Raiders? You know what I mean? Like, and they took the money out the fucking school district. Already bad school district. You know what I mean? Like they don't stand a fucking chance. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I know friends who didn't stand a chance then and aren't standing a chance now. I got friends who are still in prison who, you know what I mean? Like just because they had every gift in the world. One of the homies, Marquise, man, one of my closest friends, man. I love that dude to death. He's currently incarcerated, but he should be in the NFL right now. You know what I mean? He was that talented. Like he was physically gifted and everything. If not fucking NFL, track. You know, he was that fast. He was that strong. He had the size to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do, but you know, he was just so easily influenced by everything else around him. You know what I mean? From friends to sometimes even, like I say, he may be a lost cause too. Not lost cause, but you know, he may have started some shit. You know what I mean? He may initiate some shit and put some other people in different positions. But, you know, I know his family. I know his mom. His mom works her ass off. He has a little bit of money in his pocket. You know what I mean? He's got older brothers that really care about him and has had coaches and mentors and every opportunity that I have right now. You know what I mean? And some. To be whatever the fuck he want to be in this damn world. And unfortunately, he ended up being in the prison system. You know what I mean? He's going to have a record for the rest of his life. Over dumb shit, you know what I mean? And he's not going to get out till we're close to 30. You know what I mean? So it's like, and he's been there since we were fucking 21. You know what I'm saying? So most of his, like the first start of his fucking adult life for the most part is prison. You know what I mean? How's he going to feel when he gets out? What's his mindset going to be when he gets out? When the world changed from 2012 to 2020. You know what I mean? Like, and I see how motherfuckers, how that can cripple people. You know what I mean? And that's why I work so hard with the kids that I work with. And every time I see him, it's always like, you know, hey, it's little bro. You know, it's not, oh, you don't have to call me Mr. Miles. It's, oh, you know, hey, Miles, or hey, coach, or whatever you want to call me. But like, I'm more your big brother. You know what I mean? They can be your dads and uncles, and they're 40 years old. I'm fucking 25, bro. Yeah. I'm here. I'm going to talk to you just how I'm talking on the mic right now. How you need to hear it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Love at First Sound. Make the world feel good. 2020 is definitely the year I'm going to, you know, start putting my fingerprints on this world, man.
That's dope. That's
For sure, man.
Yeah, it's amazing seeing people put back into the community. Because like you said, we grow up, not everything affects people the same way. Mm-hmm. So when there's those options where you can go reach out to other people, I think it's just amazing how the different options can help the youth.
And even if not even reach out to people, man, to at least, you know, to give them what they need. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I had talked to one of my friends, man, the most Jewish, whitish, you know, white privileged motherfucker I know. Dopest DJ in the world. Like, you know what I mean? That's my dude. That's my DJ Heartbreaker. You know, I mean, I had talked with him and, you know, we talked about the use of the N-word that he uses. You know what I mean? And, you know, we just talked about, you know, coming from different backgrounds. You know, I'm like, man, like you have a family who, you know, he started his business and this, that, and third or whatever. And he was asking me about mine. I'm like, well, it's going to take me a little more time, you know? And he's like, why, man? Why can't you just get up and do this and do that and do this? I'm like, man, I'm still learning financial literacy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? My mom and dad never taught me that. They taught me how to survive. They taught me how to, you know, do whatever as a young black man or coming up in whatever community I came up in. You know what I mean? You learn the best that you can with whatever you got. You know what I mean? And I'm still learning financial literacy. I'm still learning about taxes and loans and a fixed income. You know what I mean? Like all this shit. That I never had any recollection of growing up because it was never in my house. So like I said, it's giving people what they need. Hey, little bro, you don't know about this. You want to be a rapper? Cool, got you. But guess what? You gonna learn everything else about being a rapper.
Yeah.
Because you already got the talent and you got the drive and you know what the fuck you want to say. But you're going to learn not to ever be taken advantage of on the record label side. You're going to learn how to mix and master your own music. You're going to learn how to make your own beats. You're going to learn how to DJ for yourself. You're going to learn how radio works. You're going to learn the proper terms you're going to use for when you want to tell people, hey, I need the lights right here to be right there. And I need the pyrotechnics to explode at this degree. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to know every fucking thing about it so that when you hit the motherfucking world, you're going to be a bad motherfucker. Because I had to learn this shit and I'm still learning. And I'm fucking 25. You're 16, 17. I see a lot of, if I knew what I know now, then I'd be a whole different motherfucker when I was battle rapping and thinking I knew everything in high school on MySpace. Yeah. On my secret MySpace. I don't know, man.
All right, man. So it was great having you on the podcast.
Nah, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Once again, man. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everything. Tinder.
Can't search people on Tinder, but keep swiping until you find them.
Keep swiping until you find me, baby. Las Vegas at Miles Low Music.
And Arizona, make sure you sponsor this, man.
Hey, yeah, Arizona iced teas. Very refreshing.
You got any upcoming projects?
A project I want to do. A project I'm working on right now called The Winter Tape 2. It's kind of like a rekindling of the feelings that I had when I was in high school. When everything was pure. You know what I mean? When it was just when a simple number of views could satisfy whatever hunger and lust for life I had. You know what I mean? Just something as simple as views I'm not getting paid for. That I didn't, that I didn't earn myself. It just happened. My video went viral. You know what I mean? Like just something simple as that. I never capitalized on it. Something like that could really give me happiness. And I want to get those, rekindle those feelings and kind of, get this whole project is going to be one without a concept. It's going to be more just an assignment. Hey, I'm doing an assignment. It's due at this time. Cool. I'm going to turn it in when our release date is. You know what I mean? So, just having fun with it, man. More beats like the one you played the first time as opposed to shit where I got to tell a story. Really having fun and really getting back on my battle rap, talking shit. You know what I mean? So, but that's coming. We're trying to do that top of February. I'm thinking Groundhog Day, right? 0202-2020. I like playing with numbers. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh well, we'll still be doing shows and shit. But yeah, man, that's it for me, music side, man. That all the questions, man? That's all of them, man?
Yeah,
did I talk too much? Did I talk my way out of half my questions, man?
No, you really didn't.
You see Dream Collab on the damn page. I'm like, oh, man, I don't get Dream Collab.
No. We wanted to talk more, but
we can get that on the second channel.
Bye.
There you go.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. So, go ahead.
Definitely want to have you back on.
No, thank you, man. For sure, man. For sure, bro. Off top, man. Thank you guys,
Low.
Man.
Love the message.
Thank you, man.
Love everything you stand for.
Thank you. And you guys got to wear to make the world feel good shirts. And I'm going to get you to some as well, man. I didn't know there'd be more people here. So, but I definitely got you guys as well, man. So, but take pictures of those, man, and share it as much as you can, whenever you can. And that's something like simple as that is appreciated and it helps everything, man.
All right, well, guys, check out Miles Low. Keep an eye out for his new project, and we'll see you guys next time.
Can I see the clicker? Can I click us out?
Go ahead. Click it out. Grab it. Hurry.
Can I click us out?
There it is.
Apartment 3 Podcast, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We're out this bitch. The greatest of all time, the greatest of all rhymes. In Vegas, we all shine. It's our time. I wanna feel good.